world. So today I'm going to be talking about the criticism of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the authors of which are people from outside the church. I mean, there is internal criticism, which makes us not that sectarian, apparently. Well, because we are allowed to criticize our church, right? And what I would like to focus on is not actually the very content, but the form. Well, professionally, I am a language teacher, so I'm very much communication focused. I'm a communication freak. So I will, in a way, give a vent to my feelings about the form of the criticism of the church. So let's start. There are basically three efficient or inefficient forms of criticizing the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So one is by joking, the other one is by sarcasm, and the third one is by showing well-meaning pity. And now they are all meant to be successful, but actually they're not. And now the first one is joking. So I'm not going to pinpoint which one of our critics is actually here I'm thinking about right now, because I don't want to get into an S storm, if you know what I mean, right? We have a lot of that on the internet, we have a lot of that in real life, so let's just drop who's to blame, let's drop the names, let's forget about it, let's just focus on the form. Now, by joking, I mean making silly jokes about Mormons. What the critics want to achieve here is to basically show our church as off-putting, okay? Oh, because you Mormons have thorns. Oh, because you have secretly many wives. Oh, something like that, right? So actually, I would say it's super dumb. Why? Because the party that's being off-putting here is actually the critic. Right, first of all, they are running into disinformation, right? And they are also making idiots of themselves. By idiots, I mean simple-minded people, because this is what an idiot is, per se, by definition, right? So it's not very serious, and it's actually, and addressing that for me by the church members and referring to it or defending against it makes us a laughing stock. Because, if you are addressing somebody's joke or defending against somebody's joke, you're treating the joke seriously. So it makes no sense. It makes completely no sense. What I find strange is the fact that members of the church are actually even addressing that. Another one is sarcasm. We all heard that. I mean, the church members. Now Mormons want to be more normal, show that they are a normal church. Ha ha ha. No, they're not. And now what's wrong in addressing that is the fact that we're actually defending ourselves against sarcasm by doing something really naive. Trying to tell other Christian members of our other Christian denominations that no, we are just like you guys. We're not. To be honest, if you are proving to, as a Mormon, right, as a Latter-day Saint, if you are trying to prove to a Muslim, to a Catholic, to an Orthodox, to a Jew, to a Protestant, and an evangelical, like all Protestant denominations, that you are like one of them, you are allowing them to expect of you that you are going to be like one of them. So at some point, when there is a disagreement, what I think is healthy in interpersonal relationships, international as well, is basically to acknowledge the difference. Yes, we are different. Now to the church members. Guys, we are a different religion. Stop proving the contrary. Otherwise, you are losing people's respect. And guys, and this is being criticized also internally by the church members, right? Right now, the church leaders are on the path of showing to everybody that, especially Christians, that we are just like you, all of you. Christians are different, like there are different Christian denominations. Like this is being frowned upon by the church members, and I think it's for a very good reason. We have our own views, we have our own way of life, and you know, if you are honest about it, then other people will treat you seriously. They might not agree with you, but they will treat you seriously. Okay, this is who you are. This is your identity. That's it, right? And by the way, you know, if a person who belongs to a culture, religious tradition, or some religious community or political party is honest about their differences or their own views on different matters, then that nurtures respect of the other person towards the person that has some specific beliefs or political views. By the way, if you are trying to explain yourself before others, you allow other people to become your judges and your critics. Now, why is well-meaning pity so evil? Because it's a sign of that somebody wants to show the person who's expressing this well-meaning pity superiority over other person, right? And that's evil by its own nature. And another thing is that also it hurts the person who is the object of the well-meaning pity, especially if that person is treating this act seriously, right? Yes, like is bowing before the person that is showing this well-meaning pity. Yes, I'm this poor little guy. I was misled, and you are, I know, this master, and you have the wisdom. No, I mean, like, pity is horrible. I mean, you can show compassion, you can show help, support, you can talk to a person, but the person that is showing pity is actually evil. Like, really, seriously, I am scared. I'm really scared of these guys that show pity, right? And by the way, there is one more tricky thing about well-meaning pity. The people that show well-meaning pity are usually empty. What do I mean by that? These guys, you can actually tell that the person that is showing well-meaning pity has nothing to offer, because they know that the religion that they, or the political views that they follow, are nothing, that they are useless, that they are meaningless. Deep inside, right? Because if somebody really believes what they say that they believe, will basically show that by testifying with their life and not by criticizing other people. Now, to sum up, joking, sarcasm, and well-meaning pity have one common feature, and this is what makes them useless in interpersonal relationships, and what makes them wrong and evil is the fact that they blaze the trail for hurting other people in a politically correct way. In all of the three, there are no vulgarisms, there is no aggression involved, and there is no physical aggression as well. And by culture, in many countries, they are okay because of that. They are all right. Joking means fun, sarcasm means showing that you're intelligent, and well-meaning pity means that you are well-meaning and you want to help somebody. But actually, they blaze the trail for hurting the people that are the object of joking, of sarcasm, and well-meaning pity. One thing I would like to say to all the critics from outside the church, go and testify yourself. Instead of criticizing, show by changing yourself, by changing your life, that the path that you took is worth living. Show how beautiful of a person you are, right? And testify. Criticizing other people does not make you attractive. It makes you off-putting. God bless.
In practice, criticizing other people on the grounds of their religion does not make your lifestyle a good one, but it makes you disgusting. Food for thought.